M0FXB. Welcome back to my several videos on the ATS25 receiver that you can see here in the background. The other model I've got is the Max Decode, and it does a very good job of decoding WSJTX plus receiving HF, CB, all kinds of stuff. But it does not do Bluetooth, airband or VHF. Now this model does. It cost about £90 delivered. No point showing the box because that was just a box. But here's the actual device. I'll show you that. It's a very good quality device. It has a lovely screen. I'll just show you the back. You've got your Wi-Fi antenna connector there, and they give you an antenna for that as well. BNC input, power on off, headphones, USB-C charge, Bluetooth calibrate that I've never used, and it shows you an LED there when it's charging. I'll just put that in like so, and there you are. It should go green when it's fully charged. But I find the batteries on these just last forever. Now, if you zoom in on the back here, you'll see that all the frequencies are listed. So 64 to 108 is your commercial, just like for your favorite music and news channels. Then you've got long wave 153 to 279. WM, what does that stand for? 522 to 1701. Shortwave, which is 3 to 30 megahertz. Let's just say that. Airband, and then VHF 144 to 145.8. So lots of frequencies there, and just the fact that it says Bluetooth, and it does actually clearly say it on the front. Funny how they've spelt it, but it says Bulotti, whatever. So never turned this on before. We'll take the cover off. They do actually give you a nice dust cover and some feet, which we're going to stick on the bottom now. Well, normally they're black, but today they're like a clear colour. So you definitely put them on, because you'll always end up putting this on top of one of your radios, and then it's just going to scratch it, and that is annoying. We don't like our radios to be scratched. So this is, remember, this is a receiver only. You can normally link this to your PC and to programs like WSJTX, but of course I've not tested that on this. So first thing we're going to do is flick the on-off button, but I'll turn it around so you can actually see it come on. So I'm just going to flick it to the on. I noticed there's no antenna switch, so that means it must auto detect which band you're on. So I'm just going to turn it on and then flick. Ooh. And with this model, it has the Arduino software built into it. So you don't have to get an activation key, it's all built in. Let's add the Wi-Fi antenna. Put that here. And that is a good thing, because when we were trying to activate new firmwares, it would struggle with Wi-Fi. So having an external antenna is a big plus. Let's just hit the band. I've got my, at the moment, HF antenna here, but of course we're going to be checking airband. So HF straight onto the BNC. Oh, and we get music. And it goes straight to 40 meters. And then we need to make sure, yeah, we are on LSB. Push. Now I've noticed the new model has got this nice silver ring around the edge, and the knob feels bigger. Let me grab the other one. I will do a comparison, but not in this video. But anyway, you can see that it hasn't got that silver thing. Everything else looks the same. Obviously this is Max Decoder. Sounding fine. I think if I tap, I think we could probably go down a little bit. Yeah, that sounds a bit clear. Now we do get a touch pen with it. We also get a micro USB cable, instruction manual, which looks very good actually. I'll definitely be using that, full color. Instructions, and remember you get things like CB. I mean, it's a beautiful display on there. So that sounds completely usable. Now remember, you don't need a really expensive antenna to use these kind of devices. A long length of wire, and you want it to be quite long, you're talking like longer the better, but mine is 66 foot long, and you're going to receive plenty. Now the wire we're using for HF is completely different than the antenna we would use for VHF or airband. You can use, and they do give you an included BNC. I'll put mine on, it should pick up the airband, but if you want to pick up my local repeater, ham radio repeater, then I feel like we're going to have to add my external antenna, which is on the roof. So it's outside the house, higher up, it's going to receive the signal better. But you can see, this is really good straight away. I'm completely happy with how it's performing on HF. You've got your mode button here if you want to change to LSB, AM, USB, CW, Digi mode. Now I am really interested if this decodes CW because it's not advertised that it does. So I'm going to hit Digi and then FTA, and of course I've got to change the frequency to right, let me just I'm doing this the long way, aren't I? I mean, it's really good. It's really working well today, and quite impressed straight away. I pressed it for the volume, press again, no volume. And then we need to select, well, it's on Digi. I'm surprised it stopped hearing the sound. Let's just be patient. And if we start to see FT8 here, I'm going to be chuffed. And normally, oh look, it says it here, you have to set the time for it to work. So but I got a feeling it is going to work once I've set the time. I think the first thing I'll do is try and add the Wi-Fi. So we'll go set. That's handy. See that? I can set the time. I can tap it and pretend I'm setting the time. Yeah, I'm tapping set, and then I'm tapping, but look, it's not giving me an input at the moment. So that's fine. Let's try and get the Wi-Fi in there. So we'll go set. No, we'll go to. We'll exit completely. Then we'll go to next, setup, and we're going to start trying to find Wi-Fi. Now remember, I'm learning in front of you. Please don't tell me off for not knowing what I'm doing. I'm brand new to this particular model. Next. I'm going to keep going. Ooh, we're going to do videos on that as well on Bluetooth until we see Wi-Fi, and then we're going to add my username and password, and hopefully that will enable the FT8. But it looks to me like it is going to work, because look, decoder, yeah, and you can send it to the COM port. So I think that will work. Wireless on, access point. So what we're going to do is select, turn it on, then do we need to turn that on? I don't think we need access point. Internet access watchdog timer. Okay, I realised, look here, what you have to enable Wi-Fi here first on the home screen. Then we'll try, because it was beeping at me when I was trying to set up Wi-Fi. So then we'll go next. We haven't connected it to my Wi-Fi. It goes green when you do. So we go setup. Then we'll go next. Now this has gone white where before it wasn't. So select AP. Search network. I'm finding that it doesn't want to find that. So I reckon for this, I'm going to make this an unboxing video. So I am trying, but look, it's frozen as soon as I've done that. So I feel like I'm just going to see if it receives airband and VHF. We'll end the video. I'll learn more, then we'll come back. So we tapped frequency. We typed it 133.850. Clicked OK. It said not supported, but then there it is. And it did go straight to AM, which is mode here. Okay, going back and forth here. But I managed to get Wi-Fi. You have to be really near your router. Literally, I've got my phone as a mobile hotspot, and it did find it. So that you have to get it. You know, this, don't forget, you only really do this for firmware updates, configuration, then you don't really need it. But saying that, we do need to set the time for FTA. So look, you go to select AP, let it scan. I'm going to put in the password that I've set on my phone. It's actually starting to pick up a bit more now, and it's picked up my other router, so that's good news. Okay, if we put the password in, that seems good. We're going to exit all the way and see if we can do FT8. Then we'll go back. Oh look, we've got an IP address showing up here now, so that tells me it's definitely connected. Let's just go back to FT8 again and just see. Now we've got a green symbol here. Go back to HF. Ham 40. And then mode, we want to select digital. Try not to keep dropping it. You can actually 3D print stands. FT8. Let's give that a minute to see if it loads. We've got a time now, we've got Wi-Fi, so in theory, if we're patient, this bottom bit will fill out. $7074 Digi. See this little dot here? Apparently it means something. Just see, look, little yellow dot. Still trying. Nothing at the moment. I do remember there was a setting that you had to set to tell it to, oh there's the time now, we've got that now when we click set. To tell it to decode. It looked like it was doing it to me. You've got LNA, HIZ and lock there. Let's go into the set. Setup, look for decode. So Bluetooth is on, wireless is on. Choose model, save configuration. Try firmware update because it will just do it automatically now. Download additional files. I'm just going to hit that. Ooh. I want English. It's not really giving me a choice, is it? Oh well, we're going to have to agree. Whatever that did. Oh no, we've got the wrong language now. Well, everything else is English. So, finally it started working. I just had to be patient. So it does decode FT8. Not much there, but we've got time, signal, frequency and the station's name. So really it's all there, isn't it? It looks really good. Right, happy with that. Let's exit. Airband, it was working, but I couldn't see, there wasn't an aeroplane flying over at the moment. So let's try 2 meters. So we're going to go band and select 2 meters. Can't see 2 meters on these selections. Will it be under FM?
The title song from their 1979 album, which made Rolling Stone magazine's greatest albums of all time list, and in 2010 was part of a set of Royal Mail stamps that featured classic album covers. That set included artwork from albums by the...
Finally got there. Let's select mode 145. It's very colourful. It looks as APRS there as well. That's interesting. We'll have to try that. Didn't know it did that. So mode. And we're looking for FM. We don't narrow FM. That's the one. Why is it beeping? Well, I'll just try it. I know it's not. It says AM. 1 2 test test. 1 2 test test. So it says. See up here. That's what we want. Let's try and get to that where it says VHF. Let's try the APRS then. Frequency 1444 800. Do you remember it actually said APRS up here? It's not letting me select that. I'm jumping around a bit, but when I was tinkering, have you noticed, look, it's got the time, the date all on here as well, and it says stereo. I'm on broadcast radio now, so it will do the RDS, you know, where you get all the information. I'm just tinkering what I found that does work. You've got the retro style, we've seen that before, exit. RDS is up here, as you start to get, it'll say like BBC as you tune through. That just says BB, look. I listen to 94-300. You still got your band scope, which is quite nice. So I'll be doing lots more videos on this as I learn more. There you are, BBC Radio 4. So we know that RDS is working. So it's just the 2 meters. That's the next one, and the airband to properly hear airband. But I've got my other airband radio connected here, and we haven't heard any airband yet. I'll leave that in the background. So once we get a few aeroplanes fly over, it all comes to life. But that's good. That works well. CB. It's not a new thing that it does CB, and it even shows the frequencies. I don't think we normally could select AM, but you have got EU here. So maybe, sorry, we couldn't normally select FM. You've got USB, LSB by the looks of it. Yeah, CB, which I think if you can get 10 meters would be nice. You know, like 28 megs, but not showing it at the moment. What's the grid? Oh, that's good. Do you see that? That's taken me up. Yeah, to 10 meters. That's excellent. We can listen to ham radio 10 meters USB. Excellent. So keep going. You've got a volume selection there as well, or you just push the big VFO. If you press and hold, if we go back to normal mode, how do we exit this? There you are, normal mode. If you press and hold it, you get to fine tune. See that? BFO. But also, did you notice that when I did back out of the CB, it took me to the CB frequency, so that was useful. So let's go back to, what does light mean? Oh yeah, you can adjust the brightness. Okay. Info, this is all about what we've got. We've got 4.2 air beta. And it's still, well, this bit's still in English. Mark SSD. Oh wow. Yeah, I'll have to change the language, but well, some is in English, some isn't. So I don't even know how to come out of that. There you are, just tap the screen. Battery symbol, of course, and volts. Battery and volts there. Let's go back. Frequency 145. And then click OK. We're back there, but we think we're in AM. Ah, I hear airband now. Okay, let's flick over. Frequency. That's Bristol Airport. Oh, we're a bit out there. Oh, did you see that? There are some signals there. Let's get it turned up. 850 is Bristol Airport. We're in AM. I wonder if we can change the step. Because if it does 833. Yes, 8.3, 6.25. This is all really good news. That it does that. Let's just tune a bit. But for me, if I stay on 5 and then do 850, Bristol Airport comes to life for me, but Wi-Fi is still keeping its connection. Just wait for some signals. Have you noticed we got mute, ADC, attenuation, which you can adjust. I hear a plane flying now. BFO. Bandwidth, very handy when you're on HF. Another one is selecting different signal meters and waterfall. Tap here. We've got the spectrum, signal meter, this old-fashioned signal meter, and then back to the spectrum and waterfall. You've also got scan here. It starts to scan. Look at this. I've not seen it. It actually says air. How cool is that? Never used that before. I do like that. Not sure what we're looking for. So yeah, no airband yet. I'm just tapping here. We've got lock HIZ LNA, so on Bluetooth. That turns on Bluetooth. Just seeing if I see that on my phone. Nothing detected yet. Let's just hold this. This is a Bluetooth speaker. Just see if it tries to pair with anything. We'll press the back button that we remember. Oh, there was a noise. Yes, that actually works. Yeah, that works. So I literally just turned it on. It automatically paired with Bluetooth. And that is audio. That's gotta be a good thing. I've not seen one do that before. So excellent. And imagine if that was if I could pick it up on my PC, we could have data connections.